Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, hey, yeah. This the Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, yeah. This the Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, yeah. This the Canton Jones show.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Canton Jones. This is the Canton Jones Show. Yes, sir. Yeah. Man, Coach Greg Blue is in the building. Also, DeVante Wynn. It's going to be crazy. All right, but first, let's lit. Hey. Passing out miracles. God's about to start passing out miracles. Like, oh, bro, you get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. Oh, bro, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. I believe that God's about to start passing out miracles. God's about to start passing out miracles. Like, oh, bro, you get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. Oh, bro, you get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. Oh, bro, you get a miracle. I believe I'm approaching the pinnacle. The devil can't touch me, I'm digital. Blessing from the spirit to the physical. Anybody need a miracle? Won't let the devil cheat me. I believe that it's near you. You too hot for to beat me. I'm a king like Dale. I release my belief. God will answer my prayers. You don't want no beef. I see them signs and wonders. It's about to blow your mind. Though the storm is raging, look here, you gon' be fine. About to use my voice. Praise is about to go up. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Miracle about to show up. I just get up in the presence so I can clear my head. The devil, he want me to panic, but I will trust instead, man. It's looking like revival. Holy Spirit, you're welcome. Been waiting on your arrival. Even though I don't see it now, I'ma get exactly what I hope for. God about to start passing out these miracles like Oprah. God's about to start passing out miracles. God's about to start passing out miracles like Oprah. You get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. Oprah, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. I believe that God's about to start passing out miracles. God's about to start passing out miracles like Oprah. Let us start shouting like my mama used to shout. You get a miracle, Oprah. You get a miracle, you get a miracle. I believe that God's about to start passing out miracles. God's about to start passing out miracles like Oprah. You get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. Hey, you get a miracle, you get a miracle, you get a miracle. When the doctor say no, I heard Jesus say yes. Man, I used to be cursed, cause of Jesus I'm blessed. Look at the lame walk, the blind see, it won't be long. Take them back to the doctor, look, the cancer's gone. Diagnosis was wrong, he did a miracle. You talking unbelief, but I'm not hearing ya. God can do the impossible, I just have to believe. Don't have to have the details, I just have to receive. Gotta get my blessing, power in my compassion. If you're not trusting God, you're headed in the wrong direction. I got an expectation, glory manifestation. God is in this place, I gotta give him praise. Done too much for me, man, I should have been dead. Gave me the victory, and I'm getting this bread. You can sit if you wanna, I'ma praise him instead. The devil, he's under my feet, and I'ma jump on his head. Let's go, hey! Welcome to the Canton Jones Show. Yeah, a show about family, faith, and fun. It's going up. I love y'all, man. Get your praise on. We'll be back. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I see you. Hey, it's the Canton Jones Show. Woo. Give 'em praise, give 'em praise, give 'em praise. Hey, Coach Greg Blue.
What's going on, man?
Let's go. I'm good, man. God. So, Coach, all right, you are at Reinhardt University in Canton, Georgia. I was telling everybody that you are, you know, the future head coach somewhere. But you know, you are the defense coordinator, I don't want to say graduate of Georgia University. You know what I'm saying? University of Georgia, home of the two-time champion.
Back to back, baby.
Back to back. Bulldogs. Yep. And so, you know, talk about, well, how was your season this year, basically, at Reinhardt?
We had a good year. We won 8 games and lost in the first round this year. You know, I'm real competitive. You know, we don't want a lot of games there, and I want to say, you know, when you don't win in that championship, you're like, it's a bad year. But no, we had a good year. Good. But we still didn't reach the ultimate goal of the next championship.
Yeah. How do you balance, you know, your faith and football?
You know, it's hard. It's hard. You know, football requires a lot of time, but you got to find ways to find time to get it in. It's always time. It's always time. So I'm able to do that in the mornings, or anytime I get a break, we'll have a small break then at night, and I'm able to get my kids in, my family, and plus, you know, being around them kids right there, it's just like I'm a father too. It's like I got like 100 kids around. Yeah. But it can be hard, but this ain't made for everybody.
Right.
It's definitely not made for everybody.
Now you have 4 kids of your own.
Yes.
And balancing family, I know, is a challenge. When you talk about dealing with your players, I always wanted to know, even me as a dad who pushed my kids in sports, how do you push but not push them away?
Well, my kids and players know I'm gonna go push them real hard, but I bring love behind it. If you go coach them that hard with a baseball bat, you gotta bring love behind it. Now, my players and my kids know it's not nothing personal.
Right.
They know Daddy or Coach Blue loves them to death, and I just want them to understand we gotta get these mistakes corrected.
Right.
And you really, because it's real world, it's difficult, it's tough, competitive, and if you continue to make some of these mistakes, you go mess around and not be able to feed your kids the way you want to feed them.
Wow. Have players ever come to you on a personal matter, and how do you deal with it?
Yes, you'll get a couple a year. Some of them be scared, but you'll get a couple a year, and I just try to be normal and make sure I'm listening to them and try to give them the best advice I can give them, especially with the experiences I done been through and everything. But definitely let them know you love them and keep that door open for them and everything, and try to lead. You know, if you can't help them in certain ways, try to send them to a place where, or you know, to a coach who can help them.
Yeah.
Use the resources that we have available for them.
Good, man. Now, I was talking to you off set, and you was telling me that you bring your kids to your job. That's an awesome situation to have, to be able to spend time with your kids at work. You know, talk about that, because I'm about family, man. And a lot of times, you know, when we strive for success, we lose that family. You know, so talk about, you know, you being around your kids at work. Oh, I know you don't do it every day, but the times that you do.
I tell you this, at Reinhardt and Coach Miller, man, I'm blessed to be there. Coach Miller allow us to bring our kids, you know, and it's a big family organization there. And right now, I'm actually the twin boys. They be there probably every day with me.
Twin boys?
Yeah, 13-year-olds.
That's a lot of
homeschooling, so I homeschool them, teach them. They're on one side of the office. I'm on the other side of the office.
You're homeschooling?
Yes.
In your office?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
13-year-old boys.
So they come to work with me every day.
That's a lot of energy. You're a bad man.
That's a lot.
You're a bad.
That's a lot.
And you were doing that during the season?
Yes. I do it during the season too. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. You brought a guest. We're gonna go take a break and talk to your guest. But one more question: as you come up the ranks and start coaching these guys, and you ever had a guy that you know can make it to the next level, and how do you coach him differently than you coach the other guys, as far as somebody that you know can go on to the next level?
Well, I tell you, make it to the next level is real hard. It's super hard. I done coached a couple guys that had the potential, and you know, probably made the rookie camp, but not a lot. But I just try to tell them guys, listen, I want guys to come who want the mentality they want to play there, you know, but I'm gonna be real with them.
Right.
It's not, this football stuff ain't promised.
Right.
It ain't promised, trust me. I thought I was wanting to play 10 years and it didn't last that long.
Right.
So it don't last long, and it's not promised. What they say, about 99% of guys don't play in NFL. So I just try to make sure these guys get some paperwork and make sure these guys ready, because the real world probably is, that's where you're probably heading to first, to the real world. And starting a family, and
but you get them ready.
Most definitely. I done been through a lot.
Yeah.
I done been through a lot, so I got a lot of advice, and I just try to keep these guys get a good mentality going, keeping that A mentality, and hopefully, you know, they listen. some don't, but a lot do, and you know things will be good for them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot more. We'll be back on the Canton Jones Show with Coach Greg Blue. Welcome back to the Canton Jones Show. I am here with Coach Blue, Greg Blue. I'm about to say George Blue. Greg Blue, alumni of University of Georgia. You know, did you celebrate this year with the championship too? This is back to back too.
Back to back, baby.
Back to back.
You got to say back to back.
You got to say back to back. You got to say back to back. And so you brought a guest, a young man, with you. Please introduce us to him.
Yes, I brought with me one of my former players at Reinhardt University. Now he's an author, teacher, and coach at Temple High School, DeVante Wynn.
Yes, sir. Mr. A-Man, say man.
Hey, man, say man.
So, man, I've been watching your IG. Very positive messages you have on there. What do you pull that from?
Man, I've worked really hard to try to develop a growth mindset and just that power of positivity. And I'm a firm believer that what you put in is what you get out. So you just got to pump yourself with reading good stuff, listening to good stuff, surrounding yourself with people a step or two ahead of you that can just motivate you to stay encouraged even when things go wrong. So.
Yeah. Now, it's one thing to talk to that camera. It's another thing to talk to a brother that's trying to go left. Yeah. You know, whose life is not on the up and up, you know, and sometimes as positive men and men of God, we know guys that's doing dirt and you trying to help him, you know. What do you say to a friend that is going astray?
I think you gotta love them and hold them accountable, but you're not calling them out, you're calling them up.
Yeah. You
know this potential is, you know what he's capable of, and you know the things he's done to kind of sell himself short the last couple moments or the time he's been spending. So just wrapping your arms around him, remind him who he is and what he's capable of, and let him know that you're going to be there.
Yeah.
Feeding the fire, facing the fan, you'll be there for him.
Yeah.
And I think as men, we don't do that enough.
Man, and I'm glad that you say that because sometimes when you do come up, you don't want a bad crowd to mess up what you got going, but you got to find a balance to always go back and check on your brothers. Gentlemen, we fit the description, you know, and I feel like whether there's news or internet or whatever, it's always us sometimes that's being put up there, even though everybody does wrong or you get us to some mischief, we always make the news. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like it's our job to make sure we promote each other's positivity as much as possible. Coach, you did good. You did good with this, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What position did you play?
Outside overhang linebacker or strong safety.
Strong safety. Mm-hmm. Can you hit?
I did.
Yeah.
I was small, but I bring the hit. I bring the thunder. You couldn't play with Coach Blue if you didn't hit.
He's about to fire, huh?
You couldn't play with Coach Blue. If you weren't going to be physical, if you weren't going to strain, you couldn't play for Coach Blue. So you had to do that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And so give me one memory, any game, win or lose, like if it was a win or a loss, something that Coach said that you remember.
Man, I think the greatest thing that I remember that Coach said actually happened like in between the lines at practice. He used to come by all the time when we were stretching. Hey, man, how you want to be remembered? You only got so many of these left. How you want to be remembered? What's your legacy going to be? And I really held on to that. Like, I try to live every day and ask myself that question. How you going to be remembered? What's your legacy going to be? What they going to say about you? And try to do great things and put out great things knowing they'll come back to you. So.
Yeah, man. So as a pastor, I'm a pastor of a church called Free Life, where I deal with a lot of different type of people that, you know, other pastors may not want to deal with. And you win some, you lose some. You feel like sometimes I've actually felt like I failed somebody. I've actually felt like, you know, man, maybe I could have been. I was like, but in my mind, I'm like, I can't, man. I had to be there for my child or something like that. And you're just wrestling with certain things. Coach, this is for you. Do you ever feel like you let a player down, or you could have did more, or you just feel like you leaving all out on the line every time?
Well, I'm gonna leave it out on the line all the time, and you know I'm gonna try my best. The intent is to help, and I understand now. You know, you're not gonna win every game.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. You're not gonna win every game, every championship, but the intent is there that you know I want to help as many as kids, you know, or friends, whoever it may be, as I can. But it depends. You know, guys listen, some don't. You know, and I'm at the age where I got 4 kids now.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna try my best to help you, but if you wanna go another way, that I gotta let you go be a grown man.
Right. Was DeVante, was he a hard head in practice?
No. Real good kid. One thing about him, he's a great example of, he was struggling at one time for playing time. Mm-hmm. And, if you love football and you on the bench during game day, man, that thing, it hurts. Yeah. It hurts. And we had many talks, and I was just trying to, talk to him about this, some things you can't control, but you got to stay locked in. Right. And when your opportunity comes, you got to take advantage of it. And he's one of those examples. He never went back to the dorms and spread it, that negative energy towards other kids. He always stayed locked in and made sure he was ready. Then his time came, he was ready to go, and he made plays when it happened. So he's a great example.
Good, man.
Yes.
Man, I remember in high school, I played basketball. I sat the bench for 2 years behind, just waiting. I went to varsity early, but I had to sit, And now senior year, I shot everything that hit my hand. I will tell you that. I got it out. I shot for 10th grade and 11th grade. But it does build something in you when you don't quit. Mm-hmm. There's something about just not quitting. There are people that don't want to sit and then they quit. Mm-hmm. So talk about that student or those players that you see later on that had the tenacity that you saw to hold on, or even those that didn't, that quit and built a pattern in their lives that you could see later on. Do you see that in some of your players?
Oh, yes. Guys who have, quit and, for, their reasons, a lot of them aren't back home.
Wow.
Fishing.
Wow.
And a lot of guys who fought through the process, like DeVante did, they're doing, successful things. Now, there's some guys who have left, guess what? They doing a real good job too. But a lot of times when guys quit because of adversity, usually it follows you. If you don't fix that problem, it's just gonna follow you.
Right. Talk about your book, Coach.
My book.
Your book. Yeah. That's right. I'm sorry.
The book is titled Power of Yet, Developing Growth Mindset Through Positive Self-Talk. And it's just an introduction to the difference between a growth and a fixed mindset and how your habits, your environment, your daily practices really affect how you talk to yourself. We have 12,000 to 50,000 thoughts a day. 80% of those are negative just because that's how our brain is wired to work, to protect ourselves. So this book helps you learn how to speak with positivity, believe in yourself, change your habits and patterns to put yourself in the best situation. So,
oh, man.
And I like to define the power of yet as the grace you afford yourself when struggling to achieve something you desire. You can't, you ain't, you won't yet. Just gotta keep trying to stay down, keep your head up. So.
I love it, man. Hey, man, say, man. Hey, we will be back. This is the Canton Jones Show. The Messenger is in the building, about to bring us some hot music. Y'all don't go nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, K-Joe here. Listen, you're getting ready to hear the sound that built my faith, man. This brother was with me when I first came into the faith, and he's still doing his thing. He is the co-producer of the show In the Booth with Canton Jones and Messenja. Yes, the Messenger is in the building doing his song, Big Number, from the album Royalty. Here we go, Big Number. Let's get it.
Yeah. Messenja on the Canton Jones Show. Yeah. Had to been about 10:30 on last night. Got a calculator just to make sure that my math right. Counting blessings, trying to add them up. I got to carry the one, I ain't had enough just to get it done. I need algebra, it's on another level like Candy Crush. Brand new mercies. Every time the sun rise, it's my anniversary. Every time the sun rise, Man, them blessings come without hesitation while my bank account is on escalation. And I made it safe to my destination with the top down and my transportation like that. And it's real deal like Holyfield. So sweet when it rained down, I'm really starting to feel like so for real. And I'm so for real. 11:30, got a call. I'm like, what you talking about? Man, I'm counting blessings up and you made me lose my count. Man, my blessings adding up. It's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Every time I count them up, it's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Man, my blessings adding up. It's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Every time I count them up, it's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Can't complain about nothing that I done been through. My life is permanently stuck in a big mood. I remember Friday night when them pistols drawn and I'm standing there and I'm pissy drunk and them bullets fly and I've been in the corner being comprehended till the next morning. My car flipped over. But I'm still here. Remember when the cops put me over. But I'm still here. Man, death showed up with so much aggression, some kind of way it got intercepted. Any problems in my life, God address it. I ain't even strapped, but I'm still protected. I wake up, and I pray up. You can count my blessings. You get like 50, 11,000. I got blessings, topping blessings. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Man, my blessings adding up. It's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Every time I count them up, it's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Man, my blessings adding up. It's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Every time I count them up, it's a really big number, a really big number, a really big number. Man, my blessings adding up. It's a really big, a really big, a really big number. Every time I count them up, it's a really big, really, a really big number.
Yes, sir. That's our show, the Canton Jones Show. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you pick up The Power of Yet by DeVante Wynn, our guest tonight. Thank you, Coach, for bringing him out. Y'all give a shout out to Big Coach. Coach was huge too, Greg Blue, and make sure that you check us out, man, online. All the information is below the Canton Jones Show if you want to be a part or you want to support. All right, we're going back to the Messenja. It's called, I love this song, Take the City. Let's go, Messenja! Woo!
But take it back one time. Hey, yeah. Mr. Take the City. Hey.
Y'all already know.
Messenja.
Message born.
It's the Messenja.
You know what that mean when the horn sound like that.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's take the city. 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 Hey, let me do what I do. While everybody been performing, I've been brainstorming. Tell you what, I'ma give this industry a fair warning. I'm still in the blocks, man, I'm taking my marks. The way I see it, all these MCs gonna need their head start. Cause I'm bringing up the rear, and I'm bringing the light, which means I'm bringing Christ every time I step to the mic. He's just playing, no he didn't. Oh yes I did, and ain't a silly posturepedic, so don't sleep on this kid. You should respect what I did. I brought healing to the hood. Mom, dad, sister, brother, everybody feeling good. See, Jesus was the only thing everybody needed. I couldn't reach them all, oh well, so be it. We about to take the city for the kingdom, best believe that. I got the victory and they ain't even need a rematch. Hatred, you can keep that. Envy, I don't need that. And to my critics, I can care less about your feedback. Take the city, 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 the city, the city, take the city, the city, the city, take 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 the city, hey, take the city, the city, the city, the city, yeah.
city, like this. To all my people out there that's trying to be a part of it, get the Messenja album, put that in your starter kit. Go grab the word of God, make sure you follow it. Then watch Jesus put you on the full scholarship. After that, it won't be long before you have a changed mind. Trying to find a flaw in this game you just can't find. He's the reason why I praise and worship at the same time. When I throw my hands up, I ain't throwing gang signs. I'm watching for the devil, cause he offered me a gold medal. Offered me the opportunity to make more cheddar. But I walked away, I must admit this dude is so clever. I ain't selling out, but now this nigga ought to know better. He can keep the gold medal for the gold diggers. You got to give me more than that for me to work with you. What Christ gave to me was that one hit a quitter. He gave his life, so that makes him the highest bidder. Take the city, 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 the city, the city, take the city, the city, the city, take 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 the city, the